Hi everyone, I'm Emilee Childress and I'm a bioeducation major at UFIS, and I cannot believe that we are in our final days of the semester. It's went by so fast. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right to it and share my screen with you and go over this portfolio. All right, so here we are. This is it. This is my portfolio. And here is the professional part and the pre-professional. The pre-professional is basically what I have on my PLN. I added a few parts and really went a little more in depth just on what I've been doing lately and why I wanted to teach. In my post-professional, I had to think really hard about this because it's very serious. It's who I want to be as a teacher, and no one says it better than the cognitive development king himself, Piaget. If you want to be creative, stay impart a child with the creativity and invention that characterizes children before they're deformed by adult society. And like Piaget says, you have to be a kid. You really have to connect with these students on a level that they understand. And that's with your imaginations. That's with the still childlike parts of you. And as a teacher, I want to promote learning in everything I do. I want to get the kids excited because if they're forced, they're not going to want to learn. They're not going to really reach their fullest potential. And to do this, I want to create dialogues between myself and the students and really everyone involved. So we're all learning because I know I'm going to learn so much from these students. And I believe my role as a teacher is to empower, to enable these students to be the best possible citizen and person they can be. And biology gives me a unique opportunity to help these young minds grow and of the future, because really the future of the earth is in these students' hands. They're going to be the next scientists, the next environmental scientists and thinkers. They're going to be the future. And just like in biology, where everything is so unique and amazing, these students are different and they learn in unique and amazing ways. And I want to be the teacher that guides them to find their own paths. Be a successful teacher, I understand that, you have to teach to the student. It's not just the class, it's each individual kid. So moving on, we have the assessment. And there's a lot of different things you can use for assessment. They've really, really gotten very, very creative. I just want to make sure that my live account is still working, because it accidentally turned off earlier and I don't want that. All right, so we are still doing good. For the first assessment, I used a Quizlet, and this is something that I actually got to do with the students in my Practical 1 class when I taught a lesson segment. And it was just over waves, and we did the quiz in class. Everyone on their Chromebooks got to do one, and it gives me immediate feedback so I can really see where these kids need to improve and where they really have it down. And for the formative assessment, I used Google Classrooms. Don't know why I clicked on that. I didn't mean to do that. But anyways, here it is. And I love Google Classroom because it's very easy to navigate and the students can see what they need to do and everything. And here is the poll that I took, and you just pick each one, and then it gives me which students have done it, which students haven't, and I get to see if they're getting the right idea, they're just a little off, and where exactly I need to focus on. And we can do that in the middle of a class, in the middle of a lesson. It's really so easy and so quick. And for the summative assessment, I love using Kahoot. Kahoot is such a fun way to do it. The kids love it. It's easy for me, and it gives them a little bit of that competitive edge they need to really, really do their best. Assistive technology. Oh my goodness, there was so many different types, and my favorite one was the dragon one because I love dragons and I just thought it was cool. And then I really got into researching it and looking about it, and it is expensive, but oh my goodness, this is such a accurate thing. It's an accurate technology, and it really, really could be useful. I found somebody that actually had it so they could let me work with it, and I was having more fun playing with this than I have in a long time. It would be so great for taking notes. All you have to do is say it. It would be great for students that are really learning still about text. And brain and speech notes are pretty similar. Most of these have the same basic idea. Text to speech, Announcify. I like that it was Androids and Google Chrome because I love the idea of using Google Classroom. So that goes right along with the Google Chrome. And it lets you read a website. And one of the things that I'd like to do is an article of the week where the students have to read an article online. And if students have trouble reading, or they're ELL or ESL and just need a little bit of extra help to understand it, this is a great, great app, and it would really do it. And the additional ones, I liked Iris. Iris, it's really a database, and it has all the different types of assistive technologies. It lets you see which ones are better for which different types of learning. It was a very information-filled website, and it had links to anything you would really need. So let's just go ahead and keep moving along. The lesson plan. This is the lesson plan segment that I did for my Practicum 1 class, and it follows the UFAS School of Education. Sorry about that. It follows the UFAS School of Education format, and it was really fun. I got to really get into what kind of activities I wanted to do for the students and how well I knew the students. It was great collaborating with my mentor to really create the best lesson plan for the students to learn and understand the material. And it does follow the Arkansas state, and it also follows the NGSS standards because that's what they were using at the school I was at. So again, moving right along in this, the classroom management, I really got to get a little creative with this and really think about what I wanted my classroom to be like. And most of the rules are just the basic things you see, and I did it in a PowerPoint so I can use it in a classroom one day, and I'm sure I'll edit it before then, but right now this is where I feel I'm at, and these are the rules I'd like for my classroom. And they're just basic overall umbrella things. These are just things students need to do to succeed in life, and things that I myself really need to follow to be kind, respectful, prepared, present, clean, and responsible. And that be responsible is one of the ones I'd really like to emphasize, because it's not just being responsible as a person, it's being responsible as a learner. Understanding that what they take away is up to them. I can only do so much. So another thing I'd like, and this kind of goes along with the rules, is think. And is it true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, and kind? And these are just really important things for students to think about before they say something. Because a lot of times you'll find that students don't necessarily care. But if they think before they speak, then I think that we'll all have a nicer experience. And for classroom procedures, these are just your basic everyday school procedures. Have your homework and your assignments out. If there's a journal entry, get it done. It's not really the time to be talking to your neighbors. And then if the Chromebooks are needed, then go ahead and get on them. These are two things that I always saw in school that were a little relaxed. There are time for bathrooms in between classes, and I understand emergencies, so of course there'll be some leeway in that one, but I think a lot of times students use it as an excuse to get out for a second, just take a break. And as for late work, I'll be secondary, so these kids are really getting up there in their junior high or high school experiences, and the next thing is the real world. It's college or a job, and late work really just doesn't set you up to be the best. So I'll give them a little bit of leeway, but after that, they really have to get it in gear and get their stuff turned in. And then just a few extras about electronics, tardiness, and just other general guidances for the classroom. And then, of course, there'll be a syllabus that really rounds out everything and gives them specifics about certain things that may not be included. So back to the portfolio. The technology tools. These are three that I know I will be using. And that's Google Classroom because it's great for the students to submit their work, to work on it, and it allows me to set clear due dates that the students can see at home or at school, and then give feedback where the students can see what was wrong and why they got it wrong. And it's a very easy to navigate website, and it works with Google Chromebooks, which is what most schools are using in their classrooms right now. Canvas is more of a gradebook type of website to me, and I really like that it allows you to enter different grades and see how much each test will affect your grade. So you can really see how well, you have to be trying to get the best possible grade you can. And then, of course, Quizlet, I've already raved on that because it's one of the best study tools out there. Different methods for teaching, for learning, for studying. You can use the multiple choice, the true or false, short answer, either way, whatever your learning form is. And then it gives you immediate feedback and lets you work on it. So that is my portfolio, everyone. I've had a lovely time this semester learning all the different types of technologies you can use in the classroom. I did to finally get to put these in the classroom one day, and there it goes. And utilize all the things that I've learned this semester. So I hope everyone has a great Christmas break, and thank you for watching with me. Bye, y'all.